Hello, hello, hello. What's happening? Hey, Fran, what's up? Hi, Patty Prue. I had to run to the ladies' room. Sorry, I'm late. Want to make sure I did that before I got going. Hope everybody's doing really great today. I'm doing pretty good today, I have to say. It's sunny out. That's a good sign. I'm ready for spring. I tell you what, I am ready. Super excited. I hope everyone's had a really great week. Hey, Jessica, what's happening? Portia, what's going on? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Super glad to see everybody. Well, we are already filling up pretty nice, so I love that. Hey, Ellie, what's going on?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. You're up early.
Still in my pajamas.
I actually took a shower and got out of my pajamas. I usually am, though.
Wow, you're good.
Yeah, well, I was feeling gross, so let's see what I got. What do I got? What one do I share to? There we go. All right. Well, this is fantastic. I'm super glad that everyone's here and rocking and rolling. There's usually people that are late, but we're not going to wait because we already have enough folks. And you being on time, you should be rewarded with that. With me being on time, so let's go ahead and rock and roll. Now, if you've been here before, I want to say that you can totally start moving forward in this power hour to maximize it. But I do like to go over the things as we go for folks that are brand new, and it just makes it better. So um, the reason why I started this power hour, I started it quite a while ago, and the reason is because I was such a passive marketer that I really hated prospecting. I hated being prospected, and I was in some company that actually they did like these power hours all the time. Like the team constantly did them, and I was always confused, and I was always at a loss. Like, what do you mean I'm inviting people nonstop for an hour? That's not what. I'm not even talking to that many people. And I realized when I said that to myself, I wasn't talking to that many people. So I had to come up with a way that, let me see here, come up with a way that I could start getting comfortable with actually speaking with people so that when it was time for me to pop the question, I was actually having a conversation, right? I have noticed in my career that people that move quickly from nothing to making money, from nothing to enrolling people, from nothing to selling more products, from nothing to the people that go the fastest are the people that are constantly talking to folks. So building relationships and being being brave and believing in your mission and inviting people is the number one income producing activity you could ever learn. And so I said, I've got to figure out a way to do this where I feel good. Now, I developed it in these 4 sections. I started off with your mind because it's really important to bring positive intentions. It's also going to help you hold posture and in conversations because you are going to meet some people out there that aren't so nice and want to be mean. And it's okay because your affirmations are going to help you have a better mindset. The second section is I go ahead and my goal is, and your goal is during this section, is to open 10 new Facebook chats with current Facebook friends. I constantly hear, I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to talk to. And I go and I look at their wall and I say, how many friends do you have? If they have it available that I can see it, if it's anywhere from 150 to 3,000 friends, if you're saying that you have no one to talk to, you're not being honest with how many people you are actually talking to. I think it's important that we dig a little bit on our friends list and open up that. And every time you speak with somebody and you're able to add them to your prospect list and interact with their posts, they start being exposed to you more and more and more. And if you're doing Facebook right, it's going to help you. So it's all about getting involved with the people that you're currently friends with. So that's that. So the goal is 10. We don't always hit 10. 15 minutes goes by pretty quickly. And so, don't beat yourself up if you only got to 6 because you can continue on with that part throughout another part of the day. Number 3 is guru time. That's when we start to expose ourselves to people that we really, really, really want to connect with. We're talking about looking at someone's profile, deciding, is that somebody that I would like to associate myself with, whether it be as a friend on Facebook or a business partner, or down the road a business partner, or somebody that you feel would be a fantastic customer. Guru Time is a really great way to expose your profile to more people that are in your target market, or people that you think would be fantastic for what you've got going on. And I go over that. We do that for about 5 to 10 minutes. And there's a couple of different ways to do it, but it's pretty cool. Number 4, follow up with older conversations. The fortune's in the follow-up, guys. And what I found, and I have to be diligent about keeping notes, diligent about it, because I can't tell you how many times, I was talking to somebody, whether or not I had already invited them or if I planned on inviting them, that I didn't get back to it, and they end up coming into our team. Or they get enrolled somewhere. They start something. So with that being said, follow-up is super important. I generally, what I'll do is the first part of my follow-up, the people that I'm chatting with in section 2 that are starting to respond to me, I continue following up with them right there. I also keep track of 4 to 7 days out, the 4-day follow-up and the 7-day follow-up, so that I can be sure that I'm reaching back to people and not missing the boat when I plan on, vacationing in the islands. So with that being said, we're going to start with the affirmations. Say them out loud. Yep, somebody in your house might think you're crazy. It's okay. Your subconscious mind totally believes everything you say. So let's go ahead and say it. Say it. It happens all the time. You're right, all the time, Jessica. You are not kidding. It's crazy, but it's good. It's good. It keeps us on our toes. And when you let go of that disappointment and you realize, hey, just step up, it's just step up right here and step up with that follow-up. It's going to be you that are bringing people in more and more and more versus somebody else that was on top of their game. So here we go with the affirmations. My business is growing and expanding every day. My business is booming. I'm meeting new people every day that want to be a part of my team. I'm in the midst of a recruiting frenzy and my team grows quickly. Every business action I take expands and enhances every area of my life. I inspire people to pursue personal freedom in every area of their lives. My team is expanding and growing all around the world now. I attract highly motivated people into my business easily and frequently. My position in my company is constantly and easily going higher and higher. What would make it inevitable for me to enroll 3 new customers today? I'm earning more money than ever before. I'm known as a go-getter because I take massive action in my business every day. What I used to think was hard comes easily to me now. I'm really good at reaching my goals. Other people think I'm lucky. I have a knack for finding and sharing solutions. Why is it so easy for me to communicate effectively with people? I am a powerful and charismatic leader. I now earn $5,000 more this month than last month. I am so grateful and happy, I said that backwards, that I am a home-based business professional. And the big question is, whose life will be infinitely better because I succeed? I hope you enjoy those because I do. I'm actually thinking of tweaking them up a little bit. I'm getting inspired. So we're going to do 10 new conversations. There's a couple of rules that I really encourage you to follow. It's hard to do sometimes when you're using it when you're doing this from your phone. So if you are at home, open up your laptop so you can look at somebody while you're talking to them, even if you're comfortable using your phone. Me too, I love them. That's just all I got to say. It's important that you look at somebody when you talk to them. I can't tell you how many times somebody tried to build rapport with me when they could have and asked me all these questions when they could have answered those questions just by looking at my wall. It bothers me. And so if it bothers me, it's probably going to bother someone else. So I can always tell when someone's looking at me when they're talking to me, whether I'm standing in front of them or whether I'm on Facebook. I'm just intuitive that way. It's like looking over someone's shoulder while you're trying to have a conversation with them. So you want to be able to look at them. At least scroll through there as you're going, okay? If you are on your phone and you can't look at them while you're chatting, You can look at them first. You can scroll through their page, 4 or 5 posts, see what's going on in their life, and just keep that in mind when you're talking to them. You want to follow form, which is family, friends, occupation, recreation, and motivation. Some people say M is for money. It would be for me. Money is a motivator for me. So, but that's not for everybody. Not everybody's motivated by that. Maybe they're motivated by finding a solution for their asthmatic child, or maybe they're motivated to find a solution of why they've been sick all winter long, or maybe they're motivated by saving money rather than getting money. There's all sorts of different kinds of motivation that people can have, and you want to try to discover that while you're talking to them and while you're looking at them. Make sure you like and comment on at least one post that they have on their, actually not at least, only one post that they have on their wall. There's another thing that I try to eliminate everything I hate about being prospected by some folks. And that is when they come over and they love up everything on your wall, and they're like, and you haven't talked to them in 3 years, and they're loving up on everything. And the next thing you know, they're like, hey girl, what are you doing for work now? I can't stand that. So I always say one post, this way they're reminded to go back to the message and get back in touch with you, okay? It's up to you. You comment the way you feel the best way to comment. You want to be authentic with this. You don't want to sound like that you're trying to force some sort of philosophical comment on someone's post. But you also, if that's how you comment, if you are a philosophical type of person and you do tend to comment in a lengthy manner, then please do. Don't change. Just make sure that you're doing it. One post that they have on their wall. Make sure you jot down notes. I love, and I made, I put them in the Bold Tribe. I made printables that you could print out and write down the names and like the places to check. What I do is I write down the name. I do a check mark when I've asked the question, are you open? I do a star when I've set an appointment. And then I put a follow-up date, whether it's follow-up for the what do you call it there? Strategy session, or follow-up to get them signed up, or follow-up to find out why they haven't signed up yet. Okay? I really suggest that whatever you do today, that your goal is, and this is, everyone's going to be a little different on this one, but your goal is by 3 or 4 conversations, you've actually popped the question. Okay? If they're on your friends list, we're talking about friends list. My personal opinion is you've been friends with me, even if we haven't spoken for a while, you're at least lukewarm because you remain my friend. So the goal is to get to the question, pop the question by the end of the day, and that's the goal. Continue to build that rapport, whether or not they say no, or whether or not they say yes. I know that it's kind of popular amongst some folks, not in our team, but I've seen it, where if somebody says no, they just delete them. No is always not right now. Don't do that. Continue to build rapport. You never know when it's going to come back around and hey, I know I talked to you about this about 6 months ago, and it wasn't a fit for you then, but I'd like to revisit this, and it's totally cool if it's not for you, but I've been having this experience for the last 6 months, and I feel more passionate about it than ever. Would you be open to attending an overview? At that point they've already been asked to, so no, don't lose track of people. Keep them on your follow-up list. There's a couple, we go, if you're in the Top Earners group, there are tons of scripts in there. Use them, okay? You'll start to develop your own personality. You'll start to develop your own way of asking the question. It's important that you get used to that. If you always say, oh, I don't know what to say, or I don't know when to ask, or, just make it a rule. By the third message you're asking them. If you aren't intuitive enough to know when is the time to ask them, then start making it a rule that at the third conversation you're popping it. You're popping that question. Because too many of us get caught up on that. I know I used to. I used to get caught up. I have no idea when to ask. And then I wait because I want to be so strategic. And then the next morning I wake up and I've got them on the list for follow-up, and I'm going to pop the question today. And I go into the team group and they're welcoming them. Somebody's welcoming them. Somebody that just got to the question. So make sure you're asking it. Okay. This is what I do to find people that are on the friends list that I haven't spoken to in a while. You want to really pull people from a spot in your friends list that you just haven't reached out to. And I know that all of you are really good right now, I'm sure that every single one of you, when you get a new friend request, you're actually messaging them and asking them how they found you or what inspired them to connect with you, and you're starting a conversation with them right away. But you'll be surprised over the time that you've had your Facebook page, how many times you never did that, or how many times you did that, or the only conversations you've had are for happy birthdays or friend anniversaries or something like that. So this is, for me, the fastest way for me to find folks in my list that without having to scroll to the bottom of it, because that can take forever. Okay. So I go to the On This Day tab, and that's under right here, the Explore section. And this will give you whatever happened on your page, whatever year it was on February 17th. You'll be able to see old posts. This is a great way to also, when you're scrolling through here, to be able to clear up any posts that you don't care to see anymore, or that are related maybe to a different business or a conflicting business. And that's awesome. Look at that. And however, the most awesome part about this is you're going to find folks that you made friends with today. So me and Rachel Hapinoko made friends today. Now, I bet you I've never, ever reached out to her. I'm going to open her in a new tab. I'm going to take a look at what's going on. She is still active. Okay, she's followed by 1,100 people. That's excellent. She looks like a lot of fun. I'm super excited. So I am going to go ahead and open this up. Now, I'm pretty sure you can also, there's 3 little buttons over here. You can see friendship. I don't know if they tell you what year. They don't tell you what year you guys became friends anymore, but usually it's a year, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's been a year since I became friends with her, and I never, ever, ever reached out. Hold on one second, guys. So I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to say, hey, what's going on? Oh my God, I was just looking at my On This Day, saw that it's our friend anniversary, and I can't believe I've never even reached out to say hello to you. I apologize. Always take responsibility for that. Don't say, well, they didn't reach out to me. Everyone's going through their own thing. And take a look at what's going on. She knows what the On This Day app is because she's got one of these. And you take a look at what's going on in their life, and you see how things are going. And you build a conversation. And that's how we do it. So let me see. We have a chat. Oh, I'm like coughing fit. Yeah, I don't know. I know in the past it used to. In the past, it used to give the date that you guys became friends and everything. I remember that. So that's what we're going to do for 15 minutes. It's 12:19. 15 minutes from now, I'm going to set the timer on my phone. You don't have to worry about setting a timer. That's the joy of being on the Power Hour with me. I will set the time for you. And when I come back, that'll be 15 minutes away. Let's go for it. Let's open as many conversations as we can. And I will see you in 15 to move on to the next section. Peace. Hey guys, time to move on to guru time. Go ahead and share the screen. Anybody have any great ideas for gurus? I did not. I did not have any so far. So I'm thinking, okay, well, let me go ahead and share my screen here. This is the time. Let me go ahead and explain it for those of you that haven't been on this before or people that are watching the replay or whatever. What I like to do, this is what I prefer to do. Now, you can use activities that you like. You could use things that you like. So you could, I think Ellie said one time, you can go to, if you love knitting, you can go to a knitting group and start, reaching out to people and building relationships there. I like to go to a business professional, especially somebody in the network marketing or sales professional space that is a guru, because I generally find that the people that I go to follow there or friend request there have their profiles set up correctly. Like there's a little bit of a learning curve becoming a network marketer, and I don't really want to go there at this point in my life. So I like the gurus. That doesn't mean you can't find wonderful people to share your opportunity with and become friends with and all that fun stuff that are into something that you're into. So say you're into surfing, horseback riding, skiing, homeschooling, knitting, law of attraction. There's a bunch of different things. You can do that. So what we do is we go into a group, a Facebook page or a personal page that has a lot of people in it and a lot of people interacting. Now, the reason why the word guru is because I don't want you to fish in small ponds. This is about, going on a big tuna fishing trip where you're going offshore and you're going for that big tuna. Because when you start going into smaller ponds and you start actually going into you actually start hindering people and it actually becomes a problem. You want to be a benefit to somebody else's community, not be taking away or poaching from it. So with that being said, I like going to gurus. Now, what I do is I go to the guru page, I find a post that I like. I react to the post. I leave a quick and thoughtful comment on the post because that's how I roll. Like I said, if you're more of a philosophizer or if you like to get into longer discussions on posts, then go ahead and do that. But I want to make sure that I'm doing it that way. I look at the reactions to that post. Generally, that's where I go and find the people that I want to follow. And I look for them. I'm going to show you how to do it. So anybody have an idea for a guru? Now that I gave you a minute there to think about it. No ideas. So let me think here real quick. I want to make sure it's somebody that I would be interested, that kind of does the thing like I like it. Let's go to there's a name. There's a Julie something. I can't remember. Julie Burke. We'll use Julie Burke. That's the name. And let me go ahead and shut my. Okay. Julie Burke, the personal page, I'd rather go to her business page. So I'm going to go there. She has 53,000 likes. Now, for my standard of a guru is anyone with over 10, 15,000 likes. And when I go to their page, I want to see something like this. I want to see that they have the people that follow their page are in the same range of the people that like the page. Because that means they're actually getting the notification. So like for me, I like and I'm following. Okay, she's not on my see first, but she is, she does pop up in my news feed. And so I want to find something that I resonate with that doesn't take me a lot of time right now. You can do these guru times and make it an hour long if you want, and watch a live video and interact with the people on it. And you can see there's quite a few of our folks here interacting too. And something that you resonate with. So this is true. I know the other day I heard another guru say that what makes you think that you're not supposed to have struggle? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? So this is true. The harder the struggle, the more glorious the triumph. And I want to find something that has some interaction. Now, no one's commented, but there's 23 people have reacted to it. I want to go a little bit further than that. I like it when people comment as well. So maybe I will have to pick a live. I'm just going to go back to that one. I want to just select from there. So I'm going to go back to the one that I resonated with immediately. What I do here is you see the little hearts and the thumbs and the smiley faces and whatnot. I click on that. And then wait. And I will look for folks that have less than 10 mutual friends. I don't pick people with 20, 30, 200, 150 mutual friends. I pick people with less than 10. And there's a reason. I'm trying to freshen my Facebook friends list. I'm trying to expand. There are millions of marketers out there that we don't even connect with because we keep connecting with each other all the time. We keep running in the same circles. And there's so many people out there that are looking for you that are never going to find you if you never reach out. So say Fatima, she has zero mutual friends, but she might be somebody that I'd be interested. So I'm going to open her up in a new tab. And they don't live where I'm currently in business, so I'm not going to worry about it. This person has a picture of a truck. Nope, that's not happening. Irma has 4 mutual friends, right up my alley, and she has a follow button, and I love that. I'm going to open that. So let me go ahead and show you what it is that I look for. First thing I look for is somebody with a face, right? It's so true, and it's good because we're amazing, but we need to bring some more people into the fold. We need some new blood. So I look for the face, love that, and I also look up here. I prefer people that don't advertise their business up here because I just do. It's just the thing. I also want to see what she's interested in. Obviously, she's in doTERRA. And totally she can be helped. She can totally be helped. And what kind of different things does she post? Is she inspiring? She looks like she's trying to bring some value to the marketplace. She's helpful. Family is important. And yeah, she's definitely the kind of person that I would like to follow. So what I'll look for is I like this post right away, so I'm going to go heart. I'm going to say family's everything. I can't spell. There we go. And I still can't spell, but I have, Grammarly, and I spelt it right. They just don't like how I structured my sentence. Boom. I'm leaving that. So this way, when she gets the notification that I'm following her, she'll be like, oh my God, that's right. That person followed me. She'll be able to come and check out my wall. Now, if she comes back, and what's going to happen, if you do the following method, you're going to get about a quarter of the people are going to come back and follow you. They follow you back, open the conversation with them and friend request them. For sure. That's how I like to do it, or ask them, would it be okay if you send a friend request? If you are a friend sender, if your normal behavior on Facebook is to send a friend request, then what I suggest you do is somebody like this. You hit the follow button, you shoot them a message and say, hey, I was looking at my Facebook friend suggestions, or I was over on Julie Burke's page, however you want to put it, and I came across your profile and I wanted to, I think that you'd be an awesome friend. Would you mind if I send you a request? And just do it, and then build some rapport. And I suggest, this is something that, this is my personal opinion, I do not invite someone to an overview unless it's something that just happens so naturally when I first become friends with them. Hold on one second. I build a relationship first. So let me have a sec. I still got a cough. It's not awful, but it sounds awful on recording. So that's how I do it. So She's in Ontario. I'm open there. She's in doTERRA. She's concerned about health. She loves family. I've sent the following. I'm going to wait for her to come back to me. If you don't want to wait for somebody to come back to you, you can write down their name, but I don't keep track like that. I just wait to see who followed me back, and then I go build a relationship. So then I had Irma, right? It's her face. There's a picture of a flower. She's in Brooklyn, so she's a New Yorker. She's a Christian. She's definitely into personal development and spirituality. She doesn't have a lot public on her page, which is okay. However, most of it is so, I love God and all that fun stuff, but I don't want this to be the only conversation we have. So I'm not going to follow her. Okay. I could be missing out. I don't know. This is about you being as specific as you possibly can. So we're going to go ahead and get on with it. Whether, like I said, if you are a friend requester, make sure you're sending a message with your friend request. Or sending a message and asking if it's okay if you send a friend request. You don't want to ever get that like, comment on one of their posts, and that's it. No more than that. You just want them to be able to find you again. I know when I get a notification that someone followed me, if they don't comment on my post or somewhere on my page, it's very unlikely that I'll be able to locate them again. Like as soon as that notification goes away, I can't find them. When I click on it, it just brings me to all the followers. It doesn't bring me to one particular one. So make sure that you're leaving some sort of footprint and go ahead and have some fun. We are going to do this for 10 minutes. My goal is I like to follow 10 to 20 people, or sometimes I like to follow 10 people and friend request 3 or 4 people. Depends on how I feel when I get there and like, oh my God, I got to be friends with that person right now. Then, of course, I'm going to do it. You just want to be careful because Facebook knows how you behave. And if you're not a friend requester, this could put you in some trouble. You don't want to abuse any of the features. You want to kind of ease Facebook into knowing that you're open to sending friend requests. So I'm going to be back in 10 minutes. I'm going to set the timer again so you don't have to worry. And I just set it. Let's go, and I'll see you in 10. Hey, hey, hey. We're moving on to the next section. Hey, Liz, I didn't see you before. Welcome. Go ahead and share the screen. Actually had pretty nice luck over there on Julie's page, which is awesome. I've never guru timed over there before. So anyway, this part, we're going to follow up. We're going to follow up. We're following up. We're going to start responding to the people from the first section. People that are messaging us back, we're going to continue to build some rapport. We're also going to pull out our list from 4 days ago and start talking to them. Make sure you go to their wall again and interact with something. Don't just open up the message. It's going to help you keep them, it's going to help them stay in front of you in your news feed, and you stay in front of them in their news feed. So make sure you go back to their wall too. One of my favorite things to say to people when I'm following, now keep in mind that I've made a promise that I invite. So I know that I've already, from my follow-up list, I can tell I have the check mark because I've asked the question, are you open? If this doesn't interfere, however you like to say it. Like I said, the Top Earners group has lots of different examples of how to ask if someone's open. Use them. Find one that you like or find one that fits the person and use them. So it's easy for me to go back and use this particular kind of style. You know, I go back and I say something like, hey, Julie, what's up? I'm so sorry I haven't gotten back to you sooner. I've been super busy with strategy sessions with new members, or I've been super busy doing power hours with the team, or I've been super busy, you know, whatever it is, but make it business related. You know, just make it business related without sounding like a braggart, okay? I've been super busy with that. I've been meaning to get back in touch with you. Hey, what's happening? How are you? Do not remind them about what they get if they enroll people. Don't remind them that it's $1 to join. Don't even bring any of those sales questions up. My 4-day follow-up is always, sorry, I've been meaning to get back with you. I've been super busy, and I explain something related to business, and then I just ask them how they are. And I go ahead and let that conversation grow from there. My 7th-day follow-up, I might just go ahead and say, well, what's going on? Are you ready? You know, are we signing up? What's going on? Or have we, you know, I know that I talked to you about this before. Yeah. Are you open to taking a look? But I like that 4-day follow-up to be super laid back, super postured, and super all about them. I put a little bit in there about what I'm doing and how awesome I am without sounding like, well, I just enrolled 42 people in 72 hours. You want to learn how? I don't like that. I don't think anybody likes that. So with that being said, that's how I do the 4-day follow-up. So right now, we're going to get back in touch with the people that we first started talking to. We're going to continue that conversation. Make a rule for yourself, whether it's the second back and forth or, you know, exchange, or the 4th message that you get to the point and ask the question. Do it, because everyone can use what we have. Everyone brushes their teeth, washes their clothes, cleans their house, takes vitamins, and if they don't take vitamins, they should be. Everyone is looking to save time and money. Everyone is looking to, you know, shop online and get money back. You could just tell. You go out there into those business groups, those spam groups, and you're going to see hundreds of people talking about apps and whatnot. You know, we have it all. We have it all here. So don't be afraid to ask somebody if they're open, and make sure, just do it in such a way that you're giving them an out. You know, I know it's important to know that what we have is the best thing in the world, and it is, but you don't want to be condescending to somebody when you're doing your initial invite. And just go ahead and set that appointment and hold some posture and make it happen. And then your follow-up people, just let them know you've been meaning to get back to them. You are busy. You are busy. You know, you could even say, I've been super busy, you know, reaching out to people and so forth. And oh, I'm a cougher today. It's all good. So this is where I usually let you guys go, because we've been here for an hour. This will probably go on for another 15 minutes. I highly recommend that you could even take the 4 sections of this power hour, or actually 3, and spread them out throughout the week. You don't have to do them all at once. What's important is that you focus on what it is that you're doing when you're doing it, so that you have better results. And also, always set your intentions. You know, how can you bring more joy to somebody's life by messaging them today? How could you How could you bring more joy to your life by messaging people? Just get relaxed. Don't be worried about the outcome. Be worried about the action. And the action is getting to work. So with that being said, I need to have a really good coughing fit, so I'm gonna stop. I did too. And I'm gonna put the replay on the playlist. You can just go back to the file if you want to use a replay during the week or whatever you want. So with that being said, I'll see you all on the other side. Thank you. Bye.